I'm Mark Dolan and you are watching GB News. Let's get rid of that graphic, folks. We've got to tell you a developing story. This is in the United States. Former President Donald Trump appears to have been shot at a rally. Secret Service agents have rushed former President Donald Trump off stage after loud noises and a banging sound rang out at a rally in Pennsylvania. Here is the picture, a few seconds there. You can see some of the bystanders just behind Donald Trump ducking, taking cover for what looks like some kind of shooting incident. Now, I can tell you that Donald Trump is still with us. It doesn't appear clear yet whether he's actually been shot or wounded, but certainly he was at this rally in Pennsylvania addressing his audience when the sound of gunfire could be heard. You can see the people around Donald Trump who'd been there for this rally, Trump supporters, have jumped to the ground. They're ducking out of the way. Loud banging, gunshot sounds. Some kind of firing broke out. Donald Trump himself was swarmed by Secret Service agents. Of course, he is former President Trump, which means he has a top level of security 24/7. And there you can see armed officers surrounding the area. Trump at this point appears to have been removed from the stage, or he's on the floor. He's actually on the ground by the looks of it, having been potentially shot at by somebody in the crowd. Let me say that the latest we've got from the news wires is that Donald Trump appears to raise a fist as he was led off stage. So he struck a characteristically defiant note. But here he is. Now, you'll notice there that there was some kind of gunfire and Donald Trump touched the side of his neck before going to the ground. It looks like something might have clipped his ear or hit the side of his face or his neck. But Donald Trump appears to have been struck by some kind of debris or a bullet, but it was serious enough for the armed security by which he's surrounded 24/7 to throw him to the ground. There must be 6 or 7 officers, and he's joined now on the stage by more armed cops. The crowd are clearly very distressed at this stage. I'm going to go to somebody that knows Donald Trump very well, and that is a political and economic expert, Roger Gewolb, who knows Donald Trump, is a friend of yours. Your reaction to this shocking footage of what appears to be some kind of incident involving gunfire and Donald Trump?
Yeah, it is. It's very shocking. I don't know whether he was hit or not. The reports that I just read quickly, excuse me one second, I just lost my earpiece. The reports that I read quickly make it could have even been people in the crowd firing at each other rather than President Trump. It's not clear yet what happened. He did touch his neck, but that just could have been instinctive reflex action. I'm sure we'll see more later. I have to say, I've been with him a number of times, and he does love his public. He loves to get out among the people. He does have Secret Service around him all the time, but, sometimes I've looked and thought, wow, he's pretty exposed. This crowd he's in front of, there could be, any nutter in there. And all I can say is, please God, I hope he's all right, and that he wasn't hit, and that he will really tighten up his security as a result of this. And I don't mind if he's constantly surrounded by Secret Service agents from now on.
Indeed, Roger, he likes to consider himself to be the man of the people, and that involves being among the people. But as we've seen tonight, that comes with potential risks. If you're just joining us, Donald Trump appears to have been struck whilst on stage addressing a rally in Pennsylvania. He touched the side of his head, the side of his neck or his ear. Something has clearly clipped him. He's fallen to the ground. His Secret Service agents are protecting him. But when this happened, he then stood back up and I think sort of showed a defiant fist, as if to say, I won't be stopped in what I'm trying to do here, which is become the next president of the United States.
That's him to a T. Absolutely. I mean, as I say, It could have also been a gesture. I've heard this very loud bang. I just don't know if he was hit or not. I hope not. I don't know if he fell to the stage or he was pushed to the stage. I mean, when you see his Secret Service detail, these men are, and women, these people are huge. And I mean, they move him so fast that they could have thrown him to the stage. Now he's getting up, we're seeing.
Yeah, we've got footage now, if you're listening on the radio. Yeah. Donald Trump back up, looking completely ruffled, his tie now loose, his hair disheveled. And although he's being protected by his armed security, he's got a look of defiance.
There's some blood on his face.
There appears to be blood on his ear. Donald Trump has received an injury to his ear whilst on stage. Yeah. You can see that very clearly. He also looks frail as he's walking down the steps, but frail at the same time defiant, Roger Gewolb.